Well, hi there and welcome back to my 12-part mini course on getting started in acting. I'm always so pleased that you decided to take advantage of the free course and keep on listening and keep on learning. I must tell you that by taking this mini course, you're really putting yourself in a much better position than most people starting out in the business of acting do, because almost every actor that I have met over the last 11 or so years has made some mistake or another. Some mistakes that weren't too detrimental to their career, while others paid dearly financially or in a lot of wasted time. But I assure you that almost all of them would have benefited greatly from this mini course that you're listening to right now, for many reasons, but mainly because education is everything. The choices that you will be making with an educated background will be a big bonus to you. Okay? So anyways, in today's segment, I am going to tell you all about the exciting world of extra work, otherwise known as background performance. Now, this is a great way to get started in the acting business, to get a hands-on experience with working actors, have fun, and you're usually going to make some money at the same time. So what is a background performer or an extra? Well, basically, we are talking about all the people that you see in a film or a TV show or a commercial that are not speaking. That would be a quick example. But if you're watching a show and you see one of the main actors buy a cup of coffee and the sales clerk at the coffee shop hands it to them, you will probably see her or his face, and they are likely an extra. However, if you hear them speak to the actor, then they are not an extra, but actually an actor. So bottom line, an extra never has any lines. They are seen but not heard, I guess you could say. So when you're watching a movie or a TV show, and you see people walking down the street or sitting in a restaurant or walking through an office or watching a ball game, often in the background where the actors are shooting a scene, they are most often extras. Okay, so most people find it a great way to get a close-up look at how a film or a TV show actually gets done. There's lots going on at a movie set, and it can be very exciting to see. And lots of people also love it because they can work practically, almost right beside some of their favorite film and TV actors. An extra might get to work in a really exciting scene where they may be just an extra, but they really feel like they are part of the movie, particularly when an extra is hired to use a special skill. I've booked extras to play basketball, baseball, hockey, pretty much every sport that you could ever think of. I've booked extras as stewardesses where they had to do they had to know how to do that, putting on your life jacket, the whole thing at the beginning of when you take a flight. I've booked nurses who had to know how to, fill a syringe from a vial, whatever. They needed to know that kind of stuff. Doctors, makeup artists, you name it, where they had to perform the skill that they were trained in. So, for example, the real thing that I have booked men and women to play criminals wielding guns or police officers arresting the criminals. I booked a guy to throw knives in a scene because that's what they needed, and he had the experience as a knife thrower. So just so you know, getting paid more money you will get paid more money if you're hired for that skill. You still may be considered an extra, not an actor, but you are paid more because you are using a skill. Almost always you are paid an hourly rate based on a minimum of 8 hours, okay? But I'll tell you, years ago when I did extra work, I didn't care if I got paid or not. To me it was worth it just to be there to learn, and I did. If you pay attention on set, you can learn about a lot of things. But as an aspiring actor, you can learn a lot by watching the actors on set perform. So to me, it's a win-win situation. Not to mention that in the beginning of your career, you will probably need another source of income to pay the bills. An extra work is a great way to do that. In fact, most of the extras on set are aspiring actors. However, I should warn you that it is a great idea in the beginning, but I wouldn't suggest doing it for a long time, for two reasons, really. You don't want to be recognizable to the directors as an extra. They may not think of you as a professional actor if you're on set all the time as an extra and they start to recognize you. Secondly, you don't want to become what we call a professional extra, meaning, you're there just for the money and not to learn and to move on with your career. Okay? There are many other ways to make a little money and gain experience. For instance, working at a local theater on a movie set behind the scenes. Volunteering is an excellent way to learn and to gain experience. You can look for jobs working with casting directors or producers or agents. There's a lot that can be learned, not to mention the contacts that you could make. So definitely seek out extra work in your area, but also consider other opportunities as I just mentioned. I hope you research all the opportunities, and if you like, you can go to my website, thetruthaboutacting.com, for an in-depth discussion on extra work and other opportunities for new actors. In the meantime, I look forward to continue speaking with you in the next mini course that I'll be sending your way. You will get that next segment in a couple of days by email. In this segment, I'm going to give you the lowdown on how to invest in your career. You don't want to miss it, so I'll speak to y'all real soon, okay?